5,233,583,293 shillings. 20% was for USMID, which is equivalent to 150.6 billion. The committee therefore established that the affected projects required a revoting of funds whose appropriation had expired. It took the Minister of Finance up to December 2022, 6 months, to submit the supplementary request to Parliament. Parliament approval of the supplementary request for revoting these local government projects funds was done 10 months later, which was 27th April 2023. And on the 5th of May 2023, the Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development communicated to local governments about the Supplementary Schedule 1 financial year 2022-23 as approved by Parliament, and subsequently communicated the additional Quarter 4 expenditure limit for the Wage and Development 2022-23 on May 22nd, 2023, requiring local governments to urgently submit accounting warrants on the integrated financial management system and to ensure that the salaries were fully paid and development activities executed in time. Funds were eventually disbursed in June, nearly a year after these funds had been swept back.
You see, when we are making recommendations, like the recommendation Roman 3 on page 9, where you say in order to show the unspent warrants by donor finance projects like USMID and we give, Parliament should give the Minister authority to release in July. But we allow under 3%. Okay? I remember this is what we are asking. That these priority areas, why aren't they the ones you consider under 3%? Then you come, you seek retrospective approval. So you want us as a committee, do you want us to really extend beyond the 3% when we already have the 3% that they would use? You remember the other money for UGIFT was again brought under Schedule 2 of the supplementary for us to appropriate here at the last hour. And we asked, why didn't you appropriate it under 3%? So when we give a recommendation like this, then what we are saying is that such an urgent matter does not qualify to be worked on under 3%, where they come and seek retrospective approval.
Over the years, I've brought and my colleagues in the fishing community to this house a lot of issues of torture, killing, extortion, and gross abuse of the human rights of the fishers of this country. But usually we focus on the enforcers of the law, who are the men in uniform, as these other traders continue to thrive. I have engaged with UPDF and I applaud the effort that Honorable General Muhoozi has done over the past by engaging this fishing community. But nothing substantial has come. My prayers are as follows. 1, investigate, arrest, parade, and prosecute these illegal net traders as you do to the fishers of this country. 2, I propose that we disband the Fish Protection Unit and follow the Fish and Aquaculture Act 2023 that we passed in this house. And thirdly, support the fishers with legal nets, boats, engines.
The nets are brought into this country by people who import the nets, they pay the taxes, and then the end user suffers, Right Honorable Speaker. It is our prayer as a community of the fishing community throughout the country that actually we look at the plight of the fishermen.
There are those nets that come already made from out, but there is also the threads which are imported, and the people make the nets locally. They have learned the art of making these nets. So not only the nets should be banned, but also those threads, the material that the people use for making the nets. So, Right Honorable Speaker, it's a big problem and which needs to be sorted out.
Right Honorable Speaker, our total susceptible animal herd that requires FMD vaccination as per current estimates is 44 million cattle, sheep, goats and pigs. This therefore requires an annual vaccine stock of 18 million doses for the biannual vaccination requirement at a cost of $2 per dose. The financial implication for this translates into $176 million. Right, Honorable Speaker and colleagues, government has been studying this financial implication and notes the financial stress it would impose on the national budget if the requirement of the biannual mass vaccination is to be achieved. Accordingly, and with the guidance of the President, a cabinet paper is scheduled for discussion on Monday, 5th February 2024, that's the next cabinet, to consider a number of policy options, including cost sharing by the farmer. Since the cost per dose is seemingly affordable for most livestock farmers, I will revert to this House and to the country on the final position adopted by Cabinet.
Object of the bill is to ensure that Uganda is in compliance and satisfactory performance in the Universal Safety Oversight Audit Program that commenced on the 6th of September 2023. The first phase ended and the second phase is on now, ending on the 8th of February 2024, and to ensure the safety and security of Uganda's aviation sector.
The policy and principles of this bill are to amend Civil Aviation Authority Act CAP 354 to bring it to conformity with the Convention on the International Civil Aviation, Chicago Convention, to provide for delegation of powers to inspectors to have unrestricted access to aircraft, aerodromes, and aviation facilities, including cargo and records of aviation organizations under Uganda Civil Aviation Authority.
I put the question that the Civil Aviation Authority Amendment Bill 2023 be read the third time and do pass. Those in favor say unto the contrary nay. The ayes have it.
A bill for an act entitled the Civil Aviation Authority Amendment Bill 2024.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, congratulations. How
kurukayo kwe aha byasiba omwishenjero erizoba kandi twagaruka ombanyishenjera aba abacici omwishenjero aborubashoro hakanisa government baritireyo baza kurambura enguto za Kampala beitu omukurugayo bahendire batembere taxi ahabwo kugira ngo emotoka zabo ningashi emotoka zishenjero zibasize okwatirwayo ningashi kubihwaho katubirebe ebyenziro meisho.
How could they do it? You leave us in the field na mtujaka South Africa, now you drop us there as if we are orphans. We cannot allow that. Tukuna kuiza tumanyirira wano. We left this place na mutwala mu field na mutu sura ya busuze motoka za parliament na bazidu withdrawing. Ensawo yange ne bagitwala butwazi. Ensawo yange bagitutte omuntu alina okumira ddagala. I don't know where my bag is. We cannot allow this. Kuno kuba kujoga abakaba parliament tetuli wano bamulekwa. How can my bag be taken? Ne batatugamba ko wadde mujja mpicking ensawo zamu ne mutuleka mu field nga bamulekwa. I want my bag. Njagala ababadde mu motoka banyonyole lwaki batusudde field twavudde wano ku macha nga babakaba parliament tugenze n'owekitiibwa lot mu field. Tugenze tulambula nguudo emotoka za parliament zabatuwadde ne bagamba emotoka ne baziyita buyisi zitambule tutaddemu ebbaaga zaffe tebatuwadde na mukisanga abakaba parliament kujja mu nsawo zaffe. Simanyi simu yange gyeri, simanyi nsawo yange gye bagitadde. Owekitiibwa right honorable speaker tumusaba obwenkanya wano parliament temulimu byana n'abaana baali badde basobola otunyonyola lwaki ensawo zaffe bazitutte. Tetugenda kukkiriza mbeera efaananako bwe tuteekwa okunnyonnyola lwaki emmotoka za parliament ziwithdrawing ne batatuwa budde kutunnyonnyola. njagala ensawo yange njagala driver abadde avuga oba simanyi abadde namba kisaagira abadde avuga ku kabini ka parliament njagala bampe ensawo yange ne gye bagitadde tutambulidde mu taxi ebbanga lino tutambudde mu fiimu naye tusobola kukkiriza kujogebwa bwe tuki tebaali tuwadde emmotoka za parliament singa ate tebagala zituwa. I want my property, then I want my bag.
You decide to take away everything from us. How did you expect us to move or to inspect? We are supposed to monitor and it's mandatory. From nowhere, someone comes and decides to withdraw everything from us. And for the women, you don't mind what is the context of the bags. How dare you take a woman's bag from her and you've not done anything to alert her? You just go away. No, we don't accept. We cannot accept that. That should not happen at anyone.
Look at all this.
How dare you do that?
Happen to us.
You cannot stop and let it not never happen again.
Abantu bakubira endulu nti amakubo mabi nnyo era muzze mulaba exhibitions ezigenda mu maaso lopu n'amobilize nga ne tugende tulambule kubanga mulimu gwaffe mukulu nnyo okulaba nti tucekinga gavumenti ku nsonga ekyennaku tubadde twakatuuka ku kkubo erimu ekkubo lino libayita Salama Road. Salama Road kwe kuli eddwaliro Referral Hospital. Salama Road kwe kuli ekkubo ericonnectinga the express highway, Entebbe express highway. Naye tubadde tuli awo ne batugamba nti Klaka agambye emmotoka zikomewo otegera mulungi nnyo ne security ekomewo ne tusigala nga ababaka nga tetulina security tusigala nga ababaka nga tetulina mmotoka zituleeta tugezeza kugamba nti tutambule kubanga abantu tutwata wallet zaffe abalala wallets nga bazirese mu mmotoka naye emmotoka nga zigenze ekyo kya nnaku nnyo era kitukubye enkyukwe kwe kulaba nti tufunye tax etuleese ne tukomya wano twagala okwebaza lo nti agezezaako nnyo okulaba nti ateekawo embeera laba nti tusobola okutuuka wano security ye n'agiteeka mu tax netusobola okuba nti tukola ki tujja ekyo kikulu lopa asigadde talina security emmala naagala tasobola kuleka bantu be era tusoose kujja naye distance paka ate otumulesa agenda alabe munnaffe Seggirinya kubanga omulwadde nnyo agenze kulambula e Kenya.
Sibadde surprised batuyise wano ng'ababaka ba palamenti nga palamenti eri aweya nti ababaka ba palamenti bagenda kulambula amakubo agakolebwa mu Kampala, leader of opposition. Ne batutwala ffena ng'ababaka ba palamenti tubadde tuli mu field ababadde bavuga emmotoka za palamenti n'abasirikale ne batugamba nti bafunye special instruction okuzzaayo emmotoka za palamenti mu bwangu ababaka babalekaawo n'abasirikale ababadde bawerekerako ababaka ba palamenti ne bagamba nti nabo baba withdrawings. Kati leader of opposition n'atugamba tetusobola kuddayo kutambuza bigere nga tetumaliriza mulimu n'apangisa emmotoka ezo ze mulabye eza takisi ezo ze zibaddewaawo nga tetusobola kutambula. Nekino is very unfortunate okutandika okutweetinga ababaka ba palamenti ng'obwana obuto. We are members of parliament. Kakati nze ne wakubadde nga emmotoka ezo bazitutte nze ndi used to such harsh conditions ze tuyitamu naye mbadde ku babaka ba palamenti bano abamu badde basobola okubatomera kuba tubadde bangi naye kitwewunyisiza nnyo nti ne palamenti esobola okuwithdrawinga emmotoka zetulina ennyingi. Ekigendererwa tubadde tuli oversight yaffe ng'abaka ba palamenti okutujjako emmotoka ndowooza kibadde kyakutulaga nti tebatulabawo nti ng'aba opposition kubanga tekibeerangawo in the history of parliament withdraw vehicles from members of parliament when they are on oversight engagement. Guno gwe mulundi ogusoose abasirikale ne baali batutte boffe abamu tetubaagala era lwopo asoose okugoba ababe nabaga mugira mugenda kubanga tekituyamba ffenna tuyabaka ba palamenti bali mubajjeeko abasirikale ate nze munkuuma era naye najja ne tutuula mu takisi yaffe naye ne tumugamba agenda otuule emmotoka eri ffe tutambule mu mbeera eno tubadde tulina okumaliriza omulimu gwaffe ogw'oversight ng'ababaka ba palamenti. But it's very unfortunate ababaka abamu babadde n'ensawo zaabwe n'amasimu byonna babitwaliddemu nga bapapa batugambye tubajjeko emamotoka tubajjeko n'abasirikale. Of course tukimanyi nti they acted under orders from above but we are members of parliament.
So are you coming back to sit?
Because kati ffe tulina okugenda nze mmotoka ntuula ne ku boda naye nsaasidde bano ababaka ba palamenti abakyala ensawo zaabwe bazitutte mubaddemu amakerenda gaabwe. Of course bano nze ne bwe batanyinyonnyola we are in abnormal situations. Ekikulu nvuddeyo ndi mulamu era nze mbadde ngamba loopu nti ne bwe kaba kapiki kankalinnye n'apangisa emmotoka eyo gye tujjiddemu. Nze am not used to comfort zones ezo era ne loopu kyagize naye ekinsanyusizza nnyo nti kiseetinze pulezidenti nti loopu bw'atandisa okgendako mu field kubanga bano beetaaga office loopu n'ojja wali n'ofuumuula oluzungu n'oddeeka kati tutandisa okubalabisa twazze ne loopu abalabisa nti amakubo mugamba mugakola gaagano tutuuseewo kakati nabo batandise methodology endala egamba nti bwe muba mutulabisa katujjewo ebidduka ebibaleeta naye ng'ate era ekyo tekigenda kubagira kubanga ffe kye twetaaga kwe kubalabisa. Kisinza okunuma be babaka ba palamenti abakyala ensawo zaabwe bazitutte amasimu gaabwe ate ne security yaabwe balina documents zaabwe ani amanyi ekigenda okugenda mu nsawo zaabwe. So ekyo kiri very unfortunate naye ekisinza okunsanyusa kati loopu atuuka mu firudi n'alaba and I think he has seen what happens to the daily lives of Ugandans. If you are to inspect road works, you go there on the ground and assess the situation. But don't just come to the floor of parliament and you speak your English. Now we have started inspection of all roads in Kampala. Even if they withdrew their vehicles, still we managed to finish our work. And we are very happy that we shall have a comprehensive report about road works in our city, Kampala.
Kurukayo kwe omubanyeshenjera abo kandi twagaruka omu rubaju orakanisa gavumenti orukura ekibiina kimwe ahabiruka kanisa gavumenti ya Uganda echa National Unity Platform narshi NUP ogu nibamweta Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aka Bobi Wine yarugayo yashababo abajara degrees zabo omwitendekero eri amakerere okugumira kimwe bakahamira ahamuramwa ogwo kwa kanisa government nagirangu aba bagumizamu batyo nibija kubasa kuleta empinduka aba barimo chairman Nyanzi ogu ni mukuru wa Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu hamwe na Shamim Nambasa owabireho president witendekero eri amakerere University hamwe n'abantu benji katubire.
Thank you. Please take your seats. Now it humbles me when Dr. Zedriga is introducing me. It makes me feel as if I am the doctor. And yes, she's the one. Imakerere, Echambogoy, institutions, Imakerere, Livingston, Africa, Afroston, people power, our power, NUP, everywhere. Comrades, today I'm not going to say so much because I'm excited. I might not show it outrightly, but I'm very, very excited today. I'm happy today. Thank you, comrades, for making us very proud. Thank you. You have spoken so firmly to the world. Now I can sit back and cross my leg and say, yes, we are proud hooligans. Thank you. All the glory goes to the Almighty God. You see, education is something that we must continuously take pride in and pursue relentlessly. Looking at you here and seeing all of you graduating, I cannot be more humbled. I personally come from a family that elevates education. Through my youthful life, I did not get so many opportunities because some of them it was because of my madness. I was honored to graduate from Makerere in 2003. I don't know if Sebuganda was born yet. Courtesy of one because SG is the one that sparked the Kulabisa. So allow me to Kulabisa some people here. I was pushed through university by that man who is graduating today. Now imagine, he pushes somebody through university and 21 years later, he graduates from the same university. That's not something to take for granted. after more than 10 years, when I went back to law school, I met this friend of mine who was our professor who had just come from Harvard, was teaching us constitutional law. When we became friends and started having these hard arguments, and we agreed that it was not making any sense to start to study constitutional law in a country that has no constitutionalism. So usually it is the teachers that, it's the teachers that cause the students to leave school. This time it was the student that caused the teacher to leave school. That's how we ended up here with our Secretary General, Comrade David Lewis. You see that it has always been education that brings us close. Now, most importantly, the people here, it's education, and I want to salute you, Comrade Musiri, the head of our institution sector. It's education that brought us together. Through thick and thin, through pain and laughter, we are here. We got close. Maybe if that unfortunate situation didn't happen, we wouldn't be this close with comrades like Sebuganda. Many of you got close from jail, not because you're criminals, but because you're stubborn about the truth. I want to salute you today. God has made it. Let us be the examples of the elevation of education constantly. We were taught by the great Nelson Mandela that education is the most powerful weapon with which you can change the world, because you cannot change people unless you change their mind. And my greatest human, Malcolm X, also said it, that education is the passport to the future, because the future belongs to those who prepare for it now. You're not wasting time. You're preparing to be ministers of education, of health, and take note, I note what you say and I take it serious. So some of you that are asking me to be ministers, and I see that you qualify and you continue to build your profile, when I appoint you and you turn me down, I'll conscript you and force you to be minister, because you're asking for it and I'm taking note. I am very humbled to be leading patriotic intellectuals. Dr. Besigye said it, and I agree with him, that intellectuals, especially the outgoing intellectuals, have disappointed the nation and betrayed their values so much. We have no worries because we have new intellectuals. We are here. So never mind, embrace the name hooligans and turn it around. When I was growing up, they used to dismiss and undermine the ghetto. And I said, oh yeah, I'm from the ghetto, I'm from Kamasha. Today, even kids in Kololo want to claim they come from the ghetto. That is what change means. So we can change even the word hooligan. Yeah. There's this man called, he was an activist in the civil rights movement. And he said, let's continue causing trouble, good trouble. So we are the positive hooligans, the land hooligans. Let the nation see us. Let us give inspiration and examples to the young people out there. And I also want to use this opportunity to communicate to those that did not necessarily go to university. Because we value education, that is why we even established the National Unity Platform School of Leadership. And from there, we are going to break down education. And I also want to request you, the things that you've learned, simplify them for your border guy. Simplify them for your housemate, for your friend that stopped in P7 in Senior 4. Break it down and educate them so that all of us can be knowledgeable. That's the whole idea why we established the NUP School of Leadership. We are going to be teaching political science in our own style, in our own Ugandan style, with our own life examples. You have seen the likes of Tawa, the likes of Eddie Mutwe, making their points very eloquently, although not in English. But they're a representation of people power. So imagine those people getting those technicalities and understanding them in their language, in their style, with examples around their circumstances. That would be amazing. So, like I said today, I'm too excited to even speak, but I want to congratulate you, friends. Congratulations, Comrade Nyanzi. Congratulations, Seboganda. You challenge us, but you challenge me personally. You're ready back to school and you're pursuing law. I hope you don't graduate before me. Otherwise, very glad I have here one of my favorites, my brother Bruce Naawe. You're amazing, very talented. My brother Dangote, Mr. President, amazing. Keep the fire burning. Sarah the activist, keep the fire burning. Nambasa Shamim, we take so much pride in you. You are stubbornly patriotic. You refuse to be defined. You define yourself. And all of you comrades, you are such an example. We respect you a great deal. We appreciate you. We take so much pride in you. And our elders, President, our Secretary General, and others, thank you very much for all your contributions in this comrades' education and to, in the efforts to make sure that we're here today.
Webere mnonga kuguma hari Good News Television kandi twakusima omudakikezi ezwagumanitwe bitu amakuru gitu agarikwotsya aho ntugahenderera nitukushabangu otaruga hari GNTV program ya evening special elimination netaha mwarshaha ishatu zomwabazyo hamwe na Bishop Dr. Silas Tayebwa nezindi programs nyamurunji na habwecho otakaruga nasigarandi Claire Tumwine orare kurunji.
Up next on GNTV. Up next on GNTV. This is GNTV, releasing life.